You're a business owner who is struggling to figure out how to lead their team better. Maybe there's people on your team that are absolute A players, home runs. You love working with them. There's probably some other team members that are causing you some friction or frustration, but you can't just figure out what's actually causing it. I'm going to share with you a tool that we've used to help coach hundreds of business owners all over the world on how to audit against their current team. It's a super simple tool, but I find it very clarifying. So what you're going to want to do is grab a piece of paper or your iPad like I'm using today, and you're going to want to draw basically a bullseye. Okay. So you're going to have a center circle and then an outer circle and then another one and then another one. Okay. And we're going to label these circles appropriately. So these are going to be A, B, C, D. Okay. So I want you to think of on your team, I want you to think of right now who makes you happy when you think about them. They bring you joy. You think of them and you are proud. Okay. They are people on your team that embody your culture. They work hard, they deliver results. And you're like, if I could have 5, 6 more of them, or even one more of them, my life and my business would be so much better. Okay. I want you to think of them. And what I want you to do is grab and put their initials down here. Okay. Put their initials, all of the team members that you think of, put them in this A box. Okay. If they bring you happiness, if they're delivering results, if they embody your culture, all that stuff. Once you've done that, I want you to move on to now think about the people on your team who aren't necessarily like absolutely crushing it, but don't make you mad. Think of the people who are steady, are consistent. They're not blowing you away, but you're happy they're on the team. They don't cause you problems, but they don't necessarily solve the biggest problems either. Okay. They're probably pretty happy. You're pretty happy they're on your team. You'd be a little disappointed if they left, but also wouldn't like kill the business. Those are B players. Okay. So go ahead, put their initials in this B area. Put those initials in here. Maybe you have a couple of them. Okay. Let's move on. Now, I want you to think of the people that are kind of constantly causing you to question whether they should have ever been hired in the first place, but they still do like occasionally good work. Maybe they're a decent culture fit, but they're also not delivering results. They're the people that kind of like irritate you, they frustrate you, but they also bring you joy. Like they're up and down, they're causing you to not sure what to do with them. They're middle of the road as far as like their consistency in delivering results, but they're also not completely falling on their face. Like they're still showing up, they're still doing some good work, but they're not absolutely crushing it. They're not bringing you a lot of joy, but they're also causing you some problems, all that stuff. I want you to think of those people in your business. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and audit them now. And so I'm going to put them down. I'm going to go ahead, put them down here, their initials. You can write this down. You can do whatever you want. The more detail you actually, if you want to go to a next level on this, it's what you're going to do is go ahead and put down the specific things that are causing frustration. That's helpful. So, if this person, for example, you could put it off to the side or something is like, what if they're always showing up late, or they're they're they have a little bit of an attitude, or they just don't seem like they're like getting it, like the knowledge isn't there, whatever it is. Okay. So go ahead and write them down. Now I want you to think, we'll transition. I want you to think of the people that are just make you angry, that constantly are being talked about because they're causing problems, they're causing frustrations, they're stirring up drama. They're people where if I were to ask you the question, should you have ever hired them to begin with? And the absolute like clear answer is no, we should have never hired them in the first place. I want you to put them down in here. Okay. In the D section. So put them down here. Put their initials down. Now, hopefully you found this exercise clarifying a little bit as you start to think about these different team members and you place them in this plot. Your A people are your A players. Okay. Now I'm going to walk you through how to coach with them and then what to do with them. A players, you want to keep making them happy. You want to keep supporting them. You want to do everything you can to remove roadblocks, to get out of the way. You want to give them all the resources, tools, everything necessary. And for your job as a leader, it's to just get out of the way and continue to support them as needed. Okay. You praise them, you do all the things to make sure that they feel comfortable, confident, and that the world is their oyster. They can do anything and everything right in your business. From there, the B players, our goal is to help them to become A players. And so specifically, what's causing them to be a B player? You could probably pinpoint like one or two things. If this person was doing these one or two things better, maybe they could jump up into the A player. Here's the thing. There's a lot of businesses that need B players to just show up and do good work. And it's okay if this B player, it's a little bit of a hot take. It depends on the roles. It's okay if this person doesn't want to become an A player, but your job is to give them every opportunity they can and for them to accomplish whatever their goals are and their desires are. Now, as a business owner, the more production you can get out of each and every employee, obviously the higher ROI you're going to see across the board. But helping B players stay consistent is going to be your job. Here's what you'll find is as we start to go down this into C players, is that these A players are going to start to get really bothered by these C and D players. They're going to get really bothered by them. And these C and D players are going to be infecting all of these people. They're going to be infecting. So if you've got D and C players on your team, they will be infecting the B and the A's on your team. And so B players, help them to continue to grow. C players, you need to either help them quickly move up or move out. Okay. So they need to either move up or move out. So what specific pain points are causing here? We work on a 30-day or a 2-week or 30-day improvement plan, and we attack these specific problems head on aggressively. If we don't see quick improvements, then they're obviously not B players. They're probably more like a D player. Okay. If they're a D player, we move them down and they need to be let go. Your D players are killing your business. They are killing your time, your energy. And I know what you're going to say. You're going to have a belief, a limiting belief that, well, if I lose them, because you know what I found? Wow, that's bad writing. If I lose them, everything will break. Here is what I can consistently see here is that these C and D players they show sparks and maybe some inconsistencies of being absolute rock stars. Maybe they're really, really good at their craft, but they're causing all the problems. Because remember, we describe these people as people that make you angry. They're frustrated. Would you have ever hired them again? No. And what you need to do is, especially with D players, you have to let them go. You have to get them out of your business as quickly as possible. Because if you're serious about building a world-class team and building a world-class organization, there's no room for these D and C players in it. And so you need to either, especially D players, you need to get them out. C's, you need to quickly learn. Are they C's? Are they D's? Are they B's? B's, you need to continue to help coach and stay consistent. And A's, get out of the way and let them do everything to deliver success in the role. I've found this exercise to be super clarifying, especially if you're dealing with a lot of little frustrations and these frustrations continue to show up in your business time and time again. I invite you to do this audit often, and hopefully you find it value. Go ahead and comment down below what you're going to do as a consequence of learning this information. And if you want any help navigating that, go ahead, write a question down below, and we'd love to be able to help see what we can do. I'm Brighton, by the way, if we haven't met. I would love to be able to deliver more content like this for you. So if you find it valuable at all, go ahead and hit the like and subscribe button to see if we can continue to deliver awesome value for you. If you don't know who we are and how we help business owners hire right fit team members. And that's what we do. So if you want any free resources or anything like that, we have a blueprint and a link down below, and you can go download it totally for free to see if it will help you hire the right person the next time. Thanks so much, and see you next time.